59 away from the money. The minimum cash is $10. We're in 52nd place. So yeah, we're right expected to be right in that middle range. It's close. We could cash. We could definitely get knocked out earlier, but obviously I hope we cash. Again, we're still waiting for the hands to finish on the other tables before we bring up the add-on option. So until then, we will wait for that and kind of try and stay patient. I'm getting a little impatient here because I really want to make a run at this thing. Again, I'm sorry, the quality is not great. I know that this is not really synced in well with the table, and these were kind of just looked like they copy-pasted in. But I didn't have a lot of time to figure this out. I was really planning to set this up for the tournament that's going on right now after this, which is the 9 o'clock 3K one. I was really planning to make a deep run in that. But we made a deep run in this, which is worth more. Here we go. So it's $5 to add on 10,000 chips. We will not be adding on in this situation. I will update how many. There's 62 of the 167 have make that 67. It's still going up. We still have like 3 seconds. So in total, 68 players decided to rebuy or add on into this tournament, which pushes us down actually quite a bit. I did not realize it would push us down to 61st. But we are now in 61st. We still are in okay shape to cash. And now what you're going to see is these shorter stacks making plays. This is the time for them to shove all in. And we're in an interesting spot. 2K blinds. We have 50K, so we have 20 big blinds. No, way more than 20. What am I thinking? We have 25? Yeah, 25 big blinds right now. I'm going to fold the 85. I just don't like it. Bjorn's going to raise them all in probably if it's folded to him. And even if I call, he's probably going to raise them in. It's a good spot to put pressure. Royal might as well put pressure if he has a hand. So, yeah, we'll fold 8-5, wait for a better spot. Quite an interesting tournament this has been. Whew. And flop in Minnesota. I did not expect to make a run in this. So we had a long way to go before we make the big money, because like 109th through 18th is like 10 to 30 bucks. But once you get to the final table, it's the real money. 120, 90, 150, 180, that's where it gets serious. So I'm gonna fold the. It's one of my favorite hands too, is King 8, but I can't do it with Ancient Alien. He's got like what, 9 big blinds? He's shoving all in there with so many hands, and King 8 just does not beat enough of them to make that play. It's not a good enough hand, especially with the raise behind by Royo. I don't know if you pronounce that Rojo or Royo. Is the J silent or not? I have no idea. This music's a little nuts. Again, I'd like to play my own music, but I know that Twitch has like some policy about playing music that's copyrighted. Like, you can't play Adele on here because Adele has the copyright to her songs. So they have to be muted on the replay back. And if I'm, trying to talk it through and I'm going back and reviewing this session, I don't want to have my audio muted because I want to know what I was thinking in that spot. So I put on this music so that something's in the background, so it's not just my voice that eventually is going to go hoarse talking. I like to have something else there, so this music does the trick. A raise by Bjorn here. It's a 2.5x raise, kind of a standard raise here. Ancient Alien really does not have an option here. He's either going to shove or he's going to fold. There's no flat calling. If it's flat calls, it's a major mistake. You don't want to put a 30-year stack in on a flat call. You'd rather just shove and play it that. Maybe if it's... I don't even see a place where flat calling's good. I don't see any way where flat calling that if your Ancient Alien's good. Now, Coconuts could. Coconuts could flat. It's not great. I wouldn't recommend flat here. Unless he has medium ace. Even then I wouldn't recommend it. Good God. He's taking some time. So this is definitely a difficult decision. What is Coconuts doing? So yeah, there's a 30-second left. And he shoves. He shoves. Wow, really took some time to think about that one. And you're... Oh, God. I keep hitting the mic when I go reaching for my mouse. Really was not prepared for this. So we're in 63rd. Bjorn, this is a big pot if Bjorn decides to call this. This is a tough decision. Bjorn is taking his time back to figure out what he's going to do. This is definitely worthy of taking your time back. I don't know what I would do. I guess his Coconut has like Ace Jack, Ace Queen. Bjorn, I have no idea. King Queen? Maybe this is a King Queen versus Ace Queen. He folds. Coconuts takes the pot. Good play by Coconuts to shove there. They could have a wide variety. And we catch a hand! We have a hand! And we have an under the gun raise. Oh my. This is really good. I think we make this like 10K? I think we make this 10K. We really signify that we have a hand. I think 10K is the right bet. This might be it. But Ace King is strong enough, definitely, to make this play. That's pretty darn good flop, unless he has a 10. He checks. A bunch of flops. Boy, I hope he has Ace Queen. And he folds. Take the pot. That was easy. Ace King works out. I'm glad he called. He had a pocket pair or something? No, no. Not sure. It worked. 64,000. We move up in the standings. I've got to figure out where we are. See, I could have tried to slow play that, but I don't really want to. There's some hands that he has there that could be drawing. Like, let's say he has King Jack in that spot. It's the right fold, but if I don't bet anything and a queen comes on the turn, I'm screwed. Or let's say a king comes and he has Queen Jack. I don't want to allow him to get those cards if he is on a draw, because I have enough chips that puts a big enough dent in his stack that he's not going to want to chase. I mean, earlier in the tournament, you play a lot of people that are like that, but at this point in the tournament, people are not going to make the call-offs for 64,000 chips when the chip average is 49,000. They're going to wait for better spots. So King 9 of Diamonds, I'm going to fold. It's too early position, and Advent is in the big blind. Or small blind. He's going to defend a lot. I don't really like King 9's flopping range. So I'm just going to fold. Give it back to him. If we go deep enough in this tournament, I might cover up my cards until the end, just so nobody is stream watching. I'm not doing it right now just because I don't think so. I have more viewers that, whoa, Ace Jack, Ace 5. He's got outs. He has a 3 or a 5. Does not come. Ancient Alien does double. That's really a spot for Ancient Alien. Did he shove? I'm not sure if he shoved or just... I think you should just shove. But I want to know if he just flat out shoved. He did shove. That's the right play, I think. You have 14,000, 7 big blinds. Ace Jack is definitely in the range with that. The Ace 5, I don't think is a call. I just don't. Does an Ace 5 beat that range? Not a lot. I mean, any ace is crushing you, and even any King, Queen, King, Jack, Queen 10 that you're playing against, you're only a tiny favorite, and that's best case situation. You're really not going to get a King 5 or Queen 5. I'm not a fan of that call. I know he has a lot of chips, he can afford it, but I'm not a fan. If that was me, I would definitely fold and wait for a better spot, especially in the small blinds. Like, that's a significant amount, 13K at this point in the tournament. That's definitely a significant amount. I don't think calling there is accurate. 155 left. 109 get paid. That means we are 46? 46? 46 away from the money. We're in an okay spot. We're 44th chips. We are close to the Monday. I'd like to thank everyone who has stopped by to watch, everyone who's currently watching, and anyone who has even looked at it and been like, maybe I should watch it, and even said no. I'm just a young kid who's trying to make some money online to help with the bills and such, and we're in a tournament of 5.5 thousand people, and we're still in, so I'm pretty happy with that. Last year's Freebuy series, we did cash, I think, 3 tournaments for a total of about 70 or 80 bucks. So we've had success in these Freebuy series before. My biggest thing is early on in the tournament, you get the worst players, and it's really a survival battle of getting past those players. If you can build up some kind of chip stack by avoiding those players and putting yourself in good positions, then you should do well. And that's a lot harder. It's a lot easier said than done, because it's tough to avoid those spots when you have so many people who are just shoving all in every hand and making absurd, ridiculous plays. So it's definitely a minefield. And when you get to this point, if you're playing like that, usually when I'm at this spot, I'm a short stack, and I'm trying to double up to put myself in position. The lucky thing with this tournament was I made a really gutsy call at one point that put me in this position where I could kind of bully around in smart spots, cash in when I needed to. So it's kind of a rare position to be in where I'm comfortable. I had one other tournament that was like this. It was the biggest one I cashed. And I have no other way to say it other than I completely exploded at the end in one hand. We were down like 13. I had ace-queen versus ace-10. And I got aggressive free flop. I still had a ton of chips, so I could have gotten away from the hand. But it came 10, 6, 4, and I didn't believe he had it, and he had it, and I didn't hit. So that sucked, but it is what it is. I learned from it to, you know, when you're deep, to not really let the game get to you and to just relax. I'm hoping I'm relaxed this time. We still got a long way to go. You know, $1,000 would be nice. But at this point in my life, I'm starting to realize that every little bit counts, and you know, even if you don't cash, there's something to learn. So I'm really happy with my performance so far. Now, obviously, if I make a mistake and screw it all up, we'll just look to improve. We'll look to see what we do differently and how to fix our game. But so far, we've played very passive, just kind of waiting for spots. Let's see these 3. If it's folded to me, do I raise? Nope, it's not folded to me. So I don't like the short stack being there, because even if I raise, he's going to shove, and I'm in a bad spot. What is he calling with, though? I'm wondering. It's got to be like a pocket. I'm still thinking the pocket pair thing. 6s, 5s, something like that. I'm not sure. Not sure. 36 people now until the money. We're getting close. All clubs. Wow. Oh, if you have pocket 4s, is good. It's good to shove there. Other than that, maybe he has like a ace. Oh, he's in a wow. Well, now if he has pocket 4s, he's in unbelievable shape. But I don't think he'd be checking pocket 4s in that spot. I think he'd be shoving. He does not want the clubs to be chasing. I'd be shocked if he had pocket 4s. Nobody has anything. I think everyone... 2 of these guys, at least, I think have an ace. A $7,000 bet from Bjorn. That's over half the pot. It's quite a... Whoa, we have an all-in. Well, that was even more significant. From Ancient Alien. Very confidently shoves. I have no idea. And he folds. Ancient Alien takes it. Nice play, Alien. Nice play. Way to pick up the other... Oh. This is the one part of my game that I would say I'm not really good at. I don't play middle aces very well. And I'm not going to call that. That's a $63,000 raise from Chauncey Gardner, who wants to isolate some expecting 10s, jacks, something in that range. But obviously ace 8 is not called. I'm expecting 10s and jacks. Queens, 1 ahead. Just like queens 2. Because queens will isolate that spot. He needs an ace. That is it. Oblio, that was a good run, buddy. You had some good spots. You had some chances. Some days it's just not meant to be. Good playing with you, my friend. And we continue to grind. We continue to fold with deuce 7. Not a great hand. We have really not gotten involved in many hands. We are now right at the chip average. Chip average is 56,708. We are 59,860. So we are very close to the chip average at this point.